Plaintiff Eva Christian says she's known the defendant since they were little because she's best friends with Eva's cousin, who's with the defendant in court today to testify against Eva. Eva says the defendant claims to be a religious person, yet she was recently arrested for stealing from Walmart. Eva's suing her former friend today for the balance due on a loan. Defendant Tara Bryant says she's never been arrested for theft. She simply got in trouble for parking in a handicap spot at Walmart. Tara says Eva's the irresponsible one who has 3 kids by 3 different fathers, and she doesn't even take care of them. Tara's countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
I've known Tara since we were little, growing up in Lansing. She's actually best friends with my cousin, Laronda Christian. Tara's a pretty loud person, obnoxious when she wants to, very argumentative, pretty religious when she wants to, although she just got arrested or caught stealing at a Walmart.
Why would you put those two together?
So, you know.
Is that true, ma'am?
No, that's not, Your Honor.
Why is she making this up?
I don't know where she get that from, but no, actually the truth is I was parked in a handicap place, and me and the handicap officer got into an altercation, and they took me to jail.
All right, so that part is true. That part is true.
But
you like to get in confrontation.
I am a dialysis technician, and I do not steal.
But you do fight.
No, I don't. We did not get in the fight, Your Honor.
What did they take you to jail for?
For disorderly conduct.
All right, arguing. All
yes,
right.
arguing.
Go ahead.
Well, the whole situation came about in October.
Excuse me, your hair really looks nice. I mean, really. That's a sharp cut. I'm talking to the gentleman, sir. Your hair is really sharp.
Thanks,
right. Is that a wig, though? That's not a toupee or a wig, is it? No, seriously, I mean, it's really...
If you really want me to mess it up, I will.
All right, that's the real deal.
It's all me.
That's great.
It's all me, sir.
You got a great cut. That's why it was distracting me a little, so I had to say something. I was like, either this man got the greatest cut I've seen in a long time, or he got on a wig.
Second best. The second best.
Second best.
Steve Harvey has the best.
That's what I'm thinking about. It looks the way Steve used to look before Steve cut all his off, though.
Yeah, well, originally we both from the same hometown, Cleveland.
Okay.
Matter of fact, we graduated from the same high school.
All right.
Only me just a little bit before him.
Cleveland and used to hang where Steve hang. You should have been in court enough to know you're supposed to stand up when you're talking.
Oh, you know, like, you're right, John.
See, you got
that part.
See,
right.
Put them hands like that.
Yeah.
You say, not guilty, Your Honor.
I know the flavor. You're right about that. It's been such a long time, too. You know, I'm forgetting.
Good. All right. Go ahead, ma'am. So before we get to what you're suing about, the money, you have anything you want to say in terms of the background on this case?
I've been taking care of her grandmother for 5 years, and I've been a dialysis technician for 6 years.
Okay.
Laronda is my best friend.
Okay.
I've been her best friend since elementary, so their grandmother is my grandmother.
Right.
I consider her my grandmother. She wasn't doing anything at all, to tell you the truth. Laronda here took care of grandmother.
Is related to...
Laronda and her is first cousins.
First cousins?
And whose side is she on? So grandma used to let me borrow money all the time, and she was jealous. And while she talking about lies, saying a thief, she's very nasty. She's trifling. She keeps a nasty house. She has 3 baby daddies. She sleep with anybody. She's probably sleeping with him, to tell you the truth, Your Honor. And she's very trifling.
I love you
so
too.
while she's talking about me, she needs to talk about her and she don't take care of her kids.
Is any of this true? You want to defend that?
No, and I will rebut
You're
on
not
that.
nasty.
No, I am not.
You're not trifling.
And not at all.
You're not a loose woman.
No.
All right, good enough. Now let's get to what you're suing her about.
Okay. In October of '06, I discovered that my grandma's home was up for foreclosure because she was delinquent on her taxes. In December, me and my grandmother went ahead and went for the remortgage. And Laronda actually approached me saying that Tara wanted to borrow money because her home was close to being foreclosed. And I said, yep, pretty much I'll do it for you, because Tara's had incidents where she didn't pay my grandmother back timely. So I knew she had that issue going forward, but I did it for Rhonda. Rhonda has always been there with my grandma.
How much? Go ahead.
The first loan was for $3,300. That was paid on the 23rd tour. And then the second loan was for $400 on January 1st. What the loan agreement was, she would pay me back with her next year's income tax return. She'd take care of it by February. And I noted that on the check, that it was a loan repayment 127 through 207.
Let's see, whatever check you have. Obviously, she's paid you a significant amount because the balance is only $1,200.
Correct. When she gave me that, it was with the understanding that she would make payments or pay me the rest throughout the year, which was fine. That never happened.
Okay. Let me hear from her about the loan.
Your Honor, that is somewhat true. I did borrow the money from her and my grandmother. It was my grandmother money. This is the first time Monique ever did anything like wrote the check out to me because she's got on grandma mortgage to the deed. When grandma passed away, sorry to say, grandma passed away September.
Sorry to hear that. Of 07?
Yes. And grandma left everything to LaRonda, the house, everything to LaRonda. And I have the will here. And
I believe you.
so when I called and I said, Rhonda, do you just want me to give you the money since you took over everything or give it to Eva?
You called her?
Yes. And she said, well, I'm going to use that give it to me. She was going to get grandma headstone anyway. So I gave the balance to Rhonda just last week.
How much did you?
$65,000.
Yes.
That's how much was refinanced?
And she blew
She had $40,000 in debt that LaRonda occurred for her with credit cards and back liens and things that weren't paid timely.
Let me hear from you, young lady. State your name.
LaRonda Christian. First of all, I was the only one. My grandma had 8 kids. Both our mothers is dead and gone. Didn't nobody step up to the plate, take care of their mama or their grandmother but me. Okay, yeah, I used my grandma's credit cards and she knew that. It was my income and my grandma's income together that had to pay the bills, and we lived off her credit cards. She knew that. It was no secret. Her kids knew that. She knew that. She charged on credit cards just as well as I charged on credit cards.
After
and
I
I
paid
paid
them
them back
off.
the best way that I could. No, she didn't.
And who is designated as the executor of her
I am.
estate in the will? Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. The question becomes whether this money you loaned to her was from your grandmother's assets.
I was put on the deed at the time of refinancing with full survivorship.
Can I explain?
Okay, she owns
Can I
the home in
explain?
its entirety?
Can I explain to you?
No, you can answer that question.
Yep.
All right. Now, what did you want to say?
Because she volunteered to get the loan from our grandmother. Okay, she did that. My grandma didn't want to do it. My grandma didn't want to let her move into her house. I had to convince my grandma to do it because she was short of
How
money.
did she get your
Because we had to-
grandmother's money into her checking account?
They was on a checking account together. The thing of it was that her thing
I don't
was
see your grandmother's name on here.
she probably put that money into her account and wrote the check because Eva had 2
You
accounts
saying
at
she
that
stole
bank.
the money
I
and
ain't
put it
saying
in
she
her
stole
account?
the money.
Or how would it get into her account?
And she told my grandmother if she gets some extra cash for her so she could pay her credit off, then she would pay the whole entire loan off.
So your grandmother gave her the money.
She gave her some money, yeah, and some money
Do you
was
know
my
how much
grandmother's
she
money.
gave her?
No, I don't.
All right. And the only evidence I have is that from her account, she loaned you this money. And secondly, who did you pay the money back to?
I gave it back to her.
To her?
To put it back into grandma's account. But see, Your Honor,
Your counterclaim for $1,000 for emotional distress is for what, ma'am?
yes, because she's been stressing me and my friend, my best friend out. I mean, it may sound funny, but
She really
seriously,
right
we
show.
have been stressed. Her family is upset. We all upset and stressed about this little bitty thing when she had just left it alone.
It's the principle. I've been
stole
pushed
the
around.
house. She just snuck and stole my house, and she want to get technical about it because my grandma didn't even want her in the house. And she got the loan and put her on there on the understanding she would still do what she had in her will.
Had I not did that loan, we would not be talking about Bruce
And
Allen.
had she not, grandma not lived with her, she would have got evicted from her house because she got evicted
Oh,
from her
I did the
house.
job. I've been at my same job for 8
Thank
years,
you.
pulling up the ranks, and I am now a manager.
They're
What do you
laughing
have?
because
You
all
haven't
are
had a job
talking
in 2
at
years.
the same
Okay.
time,
And
and
Tar,
I
you
can't
just got
understand
one.
anything.
That's
Quit playing.
You want to speak, sir? State
He
your,
don't have anything to
state
do
your name.
with this.
What's your name again?
Oh, my name is Daniel Chapman.
All right.
That's my step-granddaughter. That's my step-granddaughter. That's my favorite step-granddaughter.
No, I ain't, 'cause you talk about me in the
That's your
streets.
step-daughter. See?
Whatever.
Her real name is, she named after me.
I can't.
You understand? But this is a conflict that's been going on between the family.
What do you know about what's happening here today?
It's her money. She the one that took out the loan and everything for the money.
He wasn't
How
even
much did
there.
grandma give you?
Throughout the entire thing, I'm the only one who handled the loan and the money. Grandma never did anything.
How much
with
did you
it.
give yourself then?
All of it.
I paid-
That's what it sounds like. Since Grandma didn't give it to
No,
you gave it to yourself.
No, I took
How much did you give to yourself?
I took $11,000 and put a brand new kitchen in my grandmother's home. I took another $7,000 and redid her doors, her bedroom,
Ma'am,
and all that.
how much did you give to yourself?
I paid off my credit, which was like $7,000.
So you gave yourself
Got a new car?
$7,000.
Yes, I did.
So if you only received $7,000 ultimately, that's all you were given, right?
No.
Isn't that what you just told me?
Okay, I'm
Let's
sorry.
go over it again.
Okay.
How much
I'ma start
of the
from the
money?
beginning.
No, I don't need you to start from the beginning. I need you to answer my question. How much of the money did either your grandmother give to you or approve for you to have
She didn't give
for
me
yourself?
all of it, because I took care of all the business between me and herself.
She said all the money was yours.
There was never a set amount, so I just took care of everything
No,
that
you
she
just
wanted me
said
to.
all of it. You
All
said
of it.
never
Take-
a set amount, and then you said 7,000 earlier.
All of
You've
it.
contradicted yourself 3 times. Your claim is dismissed. I'm not going to grant you a claim either for emotional distress because I don't believe this rises to the level of emotional stress. Nobody's getting over today on Grandma. Good luck to you both. Have a good day.
Don't worry about it, brother. You learn from experience.
I like us all to come back together,
No,
but
she
it's
don't.
because of a he said, she said situation between her friends. We're all at odds. And like I told Rhonda, that is her house. But I can't walk away from a mortgage. If you can get finance for your own, it's
a
yours.
mortgage for what?
She did her wrong. She
Because
did
Tard
her whole
talked too
family
much
wrong.
and Tard
No,
didn't get
no,
the
you
facts before
talk
she
too
ran
much.
back.
You talk too much. You talk too much.
Behind my
Who do I
grandma's
talk
back
to?
You talk
and
too
got
much.
that beanie.
Who do I talk
That's why
to?
we can't
Everybody,
talk.
because everybody in Lansing know my business, and I don't even speak to nobody.
No,
I
I
go to work and
don't.
come home.
And that's
Something
exactly
you
what
need to
I
learn
do.
how to do instead of stealing at
Excuse
Walmart.
me, I've been at my job for
With
6
him.
years, boo.